Hey everybody, it's Ben
and Andrea
with VW Family Farm, and today we're going to go over, how many is it? 20, 22?
I only got 13.
Well, we can add 26. 13
Oh, together? 26. Yeah. Okay.
Instead of 13 and 13, we're going to go 26. So 26 things that you may not know about us.
Random things, really random.
Yeah, crazy. Some of them might scare you.
Might be embarrassing.
All right, what's your first one?
Okay, first one, I'm sitting here holding it, so I'm going to do this first. About 8 months ago, I decided I wanted to learn an instrument. So I started learning guitar, and I taught myself quite a bit, and then I've taken a few lessons. But for the moment, I'm back to learning on my own. I love it. I do it at the most random times when it's like time to go somewhere. He'll find me in here just playing guitar. It's addicting. It's so much fun. I would rather do this than watch TV.
I don't know. Come on, you like to watch YouTube.
I like YouTube every once in a while, but I could pretty much leave TV behind.
I'm addicted to YouTube.
All right, what's your first one?
All right. Just random off the top of my head, I come up with, I like chili, but I do not like soup. I don't even like the word soup. Potato soup, kale soup.
But to be honest, when I make it, you will eat soup, but the word soup like conjures up gross things for him or something. He does not like the word soup. So no. we call stuff chili, mainly chili. He doesn't really like the word stew either.
I can eat stew some, but nah, I like chili. Even if it's soup that's chili. So
he's eating soup. We just call it chili. Okay, what's your number 2? I'm going to let you go first this time.
My number 2 I wrote down is I am scared of heights. What's funny is I didn't used to be. As a little kid, I was called a monkey. I would climb all over everything. I'd be up in the top of the trees. Now, I know how bad it's going to hurt when I hit the ground. So, I guess I'm scared of heights pretty bad. So,
my second one is when I was a kid, I was scared of everything. I did not... Even when we met, I was still scared of everything. I wouldn't go outside after dark by myself. I didn't stay home by myself, any of that. I was scared of everything.
Now, let me ask you, will you go outside right now by yourself?
I will. I don't love to, but I will. But I'm not scared of everything anymore. Everybody actually jokes, don't go to their house after dark because
she'll shoot you.
She's a packing mama. But
right.
Anyway, next.
What's your number 3?
Okay. I would say probably something that people don't realize about me. People drive by and look at our farm, our gardens, our animals and all that, and they usually talk to Ben about it, but they'll say, we love your farm, your garden's so pretty, and usually his response is, my wife is behind a lot of that. She's the crazy behind a lot of these ideas. I dream them up, and he's just nice enough. He helps pull them off. Sometimes he totally pulls them off, and I'm not even involved. But
a lot of the time, it's her doing the work while I'm at work, so I think we're both responsible for that.
Yeah.
It takes a team effort.
Oh, yeah.
All right. My third one is when I was 10 years old, I was helping my grandpa roof a house, me and my brother, and we were rolling out the tar paper, and why I done it, I have no idea. But I rolled off the I was rolling the tar paper out backwards and walked right off the roof backwards. Fell off there, snapped my arm, my left arm, broke it in 2 places, and to this day I still remember the pain of them setting them bones back in place. So,
ooh,
yeah, it hurt. It hurt bad.
Okay, so my fourth one kind of goes with what he just said. He said he walked off the roof and broke his arm. I've never broken a bone, which is crazy. Because if you know me, I am one of the clumsiest people you'll ever meet. I fall down daily. In fact, he made me so mad the other day. We were in the woods using the chainsaw. And yes, we do get mad at each other here on this homestead. It's just a fact of life. If we act like we're lovey-dovey all the time, it's a big fat lie. But sometimes we have a big family fight, us and the kids, and then somebody will start laughing and say, we're ridiculous. But anyway, I got mad just the other day, tried to stomp off from him and fell down in the middle of the woods. And they all just kind of looked at me. Finally, Emily had mercy and helped me up. But I hurt myself.
I told her to.
I hurt myself all the time. I've just never broken a bone.
I don't know how.
I don't either. I have good bones, I guess. All right, next.
Number 4, I wrote down, I love cheesecake. Last year for my birthday, us and our friend group, we drove 2.5 hours just to have cheesecake. And they did it all for me.
Where did we go?
I can't give the Cheesecake Factory a plug.
Yeah, you can. It was good.
Unless they send me a free cheesecake. Hint, hint.
This year, instead of driving that far, I'm going to try to recreate one because it's not in the budget every year. It was his 40th birthday, but...
Hey, we didn't have to go there.
It can't be getting that expensive of a meal every year, so...
Cheesecake Factory cheesecake is the bomb. All right.
Okay, next. He loves cheesecake. I love salad. You like salad?
I would never say I love salad.
I love salad.
No. Yeah, she could eat salad every day.
Yeah.
Emily sees greens on her plate, and Emily's like, oh, Mom.
Lane loves salad.
Lane likes salad pretty good.
Emily loves vegetables, any cooked vegetables. She's a very healthy eater, but she's not a salad eater
No, she
at
doesn't
all.
like salad.
But
she doesn't
Lane,
like kale. She doesn't like she does like spinach, all right, but...
okay, she'll take it, but we'll go to a restaurant. Lane will order salad.
Emily will, just to get the toppings.
Yeah, she'll go to a salad bar and put cheese and ham cubes, and I'm like, oh dear, we got work to do.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Your turn or my turn?
No, I just said I love salad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. One thing that you would never guess of me, especially with my big figure, I was a bull rider for 5 years. I actually rode with the big boys a couple of times. They had a, what do you call it? Super Bowl in Little Rock. I remember coming out of the chute, and I rode for a few seconds, but them were some rank bulls. Them were PBR quality bulls, or caliber bulls, I should say. So.
Yeah, he was like a pencil when we met.
150 pounds, 155.
Actually, I was too, but we'll put a picture up of us back when we were young. But then we got married and we like to cook and eat, so.
And she learned how to cook.
Yeah, it took a while, but I did. Okay. You would probably never know this about me, but I was, and I brought the ring to prove it, I was a state champion golfer when I was in high school. I grew up on a golf course. I did not grow up on a farm. And I don't even remember what year it was.
98?
98. My senior year, we won the state tournament. I don't know if you can see that.
No.
Doesn't look like it's focusing. But anyway, so that was pretty cool. And Lane likes to golf now every once in a while. It's funny, when they go to my parents to the golf course, they'll take fishing poles, and I say that's what rednecks go to a golf course to do, is go fishing, right? But anyway, he does go golfing some, and he can hit it pretty good, and I took him last year for his birthday, and I can still hit the ball. So, there you go.
And get it past the women's tee box?
Yeah.
Because you hit from the women's tee box.
Hey, you want to challenge me?
No. All right. Number 6. In school, I always wanted to be either a cop or a zoologist. I'm about to say I'm both now.
Yeah, you're the cop of this place, I think. You're kind of the principal / cop when you come home from work.
Well, or any time of the day. She's packing mama. I'm packing daddy when I'm not at work. So.
Yeah. All right, next. I've lost count of what number 1. I think I'm on number 7. I love, let me stress, I love books. I love to read. I just burn through books. I can just read them
For hours.
like crazy. That's what I like to do, not TV. I like to read.
I hate to read. That would be my next one. I hate to read.
You like picture books?
I'm not reading. I guess that's why I like YouTube so much. I do a lot of YouTube searches on DIY, how to fix anything. I fixed the Nintendo a few times. Had to change out the laser eye reader on it. Had some new pieces shipped from China over here. Put them in. Figured out how to tear the Nintendo apart. Put them in. Got it working again.
Just fixed our hot water heater without buying a new one.
Yep.
All from YouTube. He's a learn by watching guy.
Oh yeah. I love fixing things. It's been that way ever since I was a little kid. Tear something apart just so I could fix it.
All right, my next one is, you probably don't know this about me, but I was a lifeguard all through high school. So I never had to save anyone while I was a lifeguard, but I did all the training and I worked at it for a couple years. But then as an adult, after I became a mom, we went out on our boat. We had a boat for a few years. We had a couple different boats, but
had a party barge for a while, and then had a ski boat. Well, we still got one boat. We still got the
we got a
fishing boat.
But I actually had an opportunity to save a kid that was at the lake. So
on the boat with us, actually. He jumped off without his life jacket.
Yep. We never allowed ours to take their life jacket off, just for that reason, because it's just, for one, it's the law, but it can be very dangerous. Ours got rashes up under their arm, but we tried every life jacket in the book, just trying to find one. They're not comfortable, but they will save your life. But this child had taken his off, and they were just jumping on and off the boat. They were still required to wear life jackets, and he'd taken his off and jumped in, which was not uncommon because they were all jumping in and getting back out, but he couldn't swim. And he just started sinking, and I just happened to notice it, thank the Lord, and jumped in and saved him. But I'll never forget that.
Yep.
And it made me a believer in life jackets. So.
And actually, what's crazy about that is I think at that same time, wasn't I scuba diving? Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and that guy's dad was down scuba diving. So that leads into another one of mine. I went scuba diving. Well, we went on a cruise one time, and I went scuba diving in Belize. And we went on 2 different dive trips on that guide or whatever you want to call it. But the dive master had a Hawaiian sling. I've got them back here. I shoot catfish with them or whatever. And he had one there. And I said, I want to use that. He said, he can't let me. Well, I ended up, nice guy I am, I talked him into it. I got to feed a moray eel at 100 foot deep a angelfish. That was the coolest thing I think I've ever done. 100 foot under the ocean, and you could look up and you could see the boat. But you were sitting there feeding this moray eel, and it come up out of the rocks and eat that angelfish right off the end of the Hawaiian sling. It was cool.
Okay, you would not know this about us. This is about both of us. You ready?
No, I'm not.
You nervous? I don't know. We're in the South. We've been in the South. We were raised in the same county our whole life, so you may not have a clue what I'm talking about, but people ask us, how did y'all meet? And we always laugh because we don't have some really neat, cool, romantic story.
You're not going too in depth, are you?
About how we met?
Yeah.
No, I won't tell them embarrassing things you yelled at me, but we met while cruising. I don't know if they do that where you're at, but you would get in your car and go to town, and there was one certain strip of road. You would drive your car really slow, and you'd go down to a certain store, and that was the turnaround spot, and then you'd cruise back, and you'd go around the court square, and you'd go back, and that's where we met. And
miles and miles, which it wasn't very far. Do a round circle, but
you drove miles and miles, but probably only like a half mile stretch is all it was.
Yeah.
But let's just say Ben was on a loudspeaker.
It wasn't a microphone, it was a radio. PA.
Okay, it was a PA. That's what it was. And
Anyway.
That's for another video.
Back when I was in school, another embarrassing thing, and I don't remember why I done it. I do like all types of music. Nowadays I'm more of just listening to Christian music, but back in school I used to listen to some rap, and for whatever reason I dressed like Criss Cross one day. I can't remember why, but I still remember why I done it. I don't know, but I still remember doing it.
What a lucky woman I am.
Oh yes.
All right. So I just want this documented to set the record straight. I was raised on a golf course. Didn't get to go hunting. It was my brother that would go hunting with Dad and stuff. I told him many times since then I think he was taking the wrong kid. Because I grew up to live on the farm and hunt deer and all that. And this is our fireplace right behind us. And right above it, for years, what hung there, Ben?
A white-tailed buck.
A white-tailed buck that who killed? I killed a really big buck. It's now in our bedroom. I'll have to show it to you. Many years before Ben got his first good buck. He hunted all his life. He'd gotten deer, but not like a good, big, mountable buck.
And
So-
one reason for that, the way I grew up, Grandpa, which is who I inherited this farm from, we shot anything. If it was brown, it was down. We was hunting for food. Well, more and more and more, I started watching the hunting videos, and I got into wanting to grow bigger bucks. Well, she'd killed it before we got into that, but that even set the fire even deeper. So, what was it, about 2002? We really started concentrating on growing big bucks here on this farm.
And that's what we did. That's what we started a YouTube channel because we started managing for bigger bucks on this farm, and we were trying to do like guided deer hunts and stuff, and that just never really panned out. But
No,
and
many
then
people come to Arkansas for a
No.
deer hunt. But you can go back to our very, very first video.
yeah, I don't know if it's still on there or not.
I don't know, I'll look and see.
But anyway, that transitioned into our homestead. It's all on the same land, and so anyway. All right, yours next.
Something else to make you laugh. I didn't laugh when I got the letter. But back years and years ago, when we first got married, I loved to drive fast. I drove fast wherever I went. And for whatever reason, I bought her a brand new Camaro. And that thing would fly. So between it and my truck that would go fast too, I got so many speeding tickets that the state police of Arkansas sent me 2 letters telling me it's a privilege, not a right, to drive in the state of Arkansas. So I
And
paid
let's-
for it.
Let's just be honest. You still like to drive fast. You just
I got
use
a
more
company
self-control.
truck. I got a company truck that I got to keep, so I better not do it.
Yeah, and you got a budget to stay on, so it's not in the budget.
But every once in a while, I'll still get fast.
Okay. All right, my next one. I get made fun of this for this a lot, but I still talk to my mama probably almost every day, and sometimes my dad too. So I talk to them all the time just to keep up with how they're doing. They're literally my best friends besides Ben and the kids. So we're very close. I talk to them all the time. I was very close to them growing up. He makes fun of me for that, for all the stories I tell him about how I used to make my mom sleep with me and all that kind of stuff. So if your kids like to sleep with you, there is nothing wrong with it. Okay, next.
My next one is, I love the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. If I was to ever live anywhere else besides Arkansas, I think it would be in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado.
We've been there several times. You've been more than us, but me and the kids have been 2 or 3 times. It gets in your blood. It really does.
And she was saying what hung up on the thing behind us here was her white-tailed deer. Right up here to the other side is a bull elk I killed. So, was it last year we went?
We didn't get anything though.
Oh, that's where I was going with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year we went. That was the first time I ever come home with tag soup, and that did not feel good.
That's probably why he doesn't like soup.
It is the nastiest soup you'll ever have.
Tag soup.
Tag soup.
All right, we'll move on. Okay, they make fun of me for this too, but I love to plan and try all these crazy healthy eating plans.
Oh my.
And they say we start one every Monday, which sometimes we kind of do, but we've tried them all. I haven't found the perfect one yet, but we have tried Whole30.
Mm-hmm.
The kids do not even want to hear that word.
Mm.
Most kids probably don't even know what that means, but I guarantee you ours do. They hear Whole30 and they rebel.
Mm-hmm.
Gaps. Tried that one.
Worst one ever.
They thought that was pretty bad. We've tried a lot of them, I'll just say that. But really what we keep coming back to is the Nourishing Traditions book, where if you're going to make bread, you make sourdough. You culture like your dairy and all those things. You can eat all the different food groups, but you just prepare them in a healthy way. That's what we seem to keep coming back to.
Well, it's all portion control.
Yeah.
And cut out all the junk food.
Yep. So anyway, but they make fun of me for that all the time. I'll just, again, read books on all these different kinds of plans.
I just go without eating.
And they are pretty good, though. Y'all are pretty good about trying them.
Well, I need to lose weight. I just don't want to. I want
Maybe
to, but
that's
I
going
don't
to be a
want to.
future video, our losing weight journey, because we do need to shed a few pounds.
Oh,
You think?
I'm scared because I always fail. All right, number 13 on my list is I like the smell of puppy breath.
Oh, baloney breath.
Baloney breath. That's just a weird thing, but
The kids told in their video how you don't like cats.
no.
Can you clear that up? You like our cats.
I will deal with cats if it's to love on and pet a cat, and
I love cats.
nah,
That's not my number 13, but I do love cats.
I could do without cats. They do a good job out in the barn keeping mice down, what have you.
They're friendly. They have cute personalities.
Right under your feet.
We're
Anyway,
going to disagree on this one.
we're moving on.
Okay, this is my last one. You would not know this about me if you haven't known me probably my whole life and you didn't know my parents, but I was a surprise baby. I told you that me and my parents are best friends. They were close to 40 years old. In fact, my dad was 40 years old when I was born. But they are the story of, and I tell everybody this that will listen to me and that is struggling with infertility or anything like that. But they waited a long, long time to have kids, and they basically, back then you didn't go to special doctors and find out what was wrong. You just made peace with the fact that you probably weren't going to. And they tried for 16 years and finally had my brother and then me. So I just tell people that to encourage them. If you're dealing with infertility, don't ever give up, because God has a plan, and I don't know what his plan was for my parents waiting all those years, but I don't know how to say this, but I'm glad that they did, because my mom has told me before, if she had kids way earlier, she wouldn't have kept having kids probably to have had me and my brother. So, and they were like the older parents, but I never thought of them that way. I had a wonderful childhood. They were wonderful parents. So if you're waiting on a baby, just don't lose heart.
Yep. And if that wouldn't have happened to them, me and her wouldn't be married to this day. So.
Yep. And if you watched the kids video, that's where they like to go every weekend. They're tight with their grandparents.
Those
You got anything else?
Those were some random facts about us that I'm sure a lot of it y'all didn't know.
Well, I guess that wraps it up. And I just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for taking this journey with us. If you're new here, I hope that helped you get to know us better. And if you're not new here, I hope that helped you get to know us better. So check out our 1,000 subscriber challenge, because we're well on our way. And we're trying to mention some things in our videos that we're going to put in the boxes. On our honey drawing, we mentioned some things. So go back and check that video out. Let's see, what else are we going to put in that box? Let's tell them something on this video.
Some of that goat's milk lotion.
Goat's milk lotion.
And if you hadn't seen that video, Andrea she's done a video of her recipe, I guess you'd say, on how to make it, a tutorial on how to make your own goat's milk lotion. But that will be in the 1,000 subscriber giveaway boxes.
Anything else?
Nope.
See you
Till
on the
next
next
time.
video.
God bless. Last year, I love cheesecake so much. Last year, us and our
loved it last year a lot. Okay. All right. Cut this part out.